Today we are going to begin a 3-day project called Monster STEAM Activity. So STEAM is like STEM, except it adds the A in the STEM, and the A stands for art. So there's going to be an art component to our activity this week. So we are going to begin today with day 1, and we will be using an app on your iPad called Drawing Pad. Okay, on your iPad, you're going to look for an app that should have been added for you called Drawing Pad. And it looks like this. It's got some art tools. We may have used this before. So for some of you, it might not be new. And we are going to use the Drawing Pad app to draw a picture of a monster that you get to create. And when you get into the Drawing Pad app, you're going to press the green New button, and it will open up a new drawing pad sheet for you. So if you're like me, you may not know how you want to draw your monster exactly. Art, I will be honest, art is not my number one strength. So sometimes I get a little bit nervous and I need to follow directions and have something to look at when I'm drawing and creating art. So I did put in a link in the Seesaw activity if you need just some ideas and help on creating your monster's face. So we are going to create our own monster, and you're just going to draw the face. And we're going to be using this in a project, and you have to have just the face, and it needs to take up almost the entire screen on Drawing Pad. If you don't do that, it's not going to work very well in the project later on. So in Drawing Pad, you have your drawer of tools, and the first thing I'm going to do is pick my marker, and I'm going to use the black marker, and I'm just going to draw the outline of my monster's head. And remember, we want it to be big, so it needs to take up most of the screen. Okay, and now I'm going to open my drawer back up, and I'm going to use the paintbrush tool. So I press the house over here in the tool drawer, and I'm going to use this purple paintbrush, and I get to pick what color I want my monster's face to be. I'm going to make my monster green. I'm just going to use this thick green, and I'm just going to color it in here with my finger. I'm just painting it. Does your monster's face have to be green? No, of course not. You can decide what you want your monster to look like. Okay, and now I'm going to open the drawer up, and I'm going to go back because I forgot to give my monster some ears. So I'm going to get my marker and give it some ears. Okay, and now I'm going to give my monster some hair. So my monster is going to have orangish hair. I'm going to close that. And my monster is going to be a girl monster. So I'm going to give her kind of longish hair here. Again, you are being creative. You are creating whatever kind of monster you would like. It does not have to look like mine or like the example that I sent you. I know a lot of you are fabulous artists, and your monster creations will probably blow mine away. But I'm doing the best I can, considering art is not my strength. All right, now I'm going to go back into my tool drawer. Whoops. And I'm going to give my monster some eyes. And I'm going to give my monster a nose. And now I'm going to give my monster a mouth. So when I do the mouth, this part's kind of important for what we're going to be doing with this project later on. It has to be just kind of like a single line mouth. You can make it smiling, you can make it frowning, you can make it straight across, but it needs to be kind of just like a single line for our project to work later. So I'm going to make my monster's mouth kind of smiling like that. And Then I'm just going to add, I know my monster is a nice monster, but it's still a monster. So I'm going to use the crayon and I'm going to give it like some monster scars here. A lot of times monsters have scars like that. All right, that's good for my monster. I think I'm ready to save it. So I'm going to go into my tool drawer. Oh, keep opening that. I'm going to press the house button in the tool drawer. And to save it, I'm going to go to this tool right here with the arrow coming out of the box. And one of the choices is to save image. So I'm going to save the image. And I just want to make sure that it's saved. So I'm going to press my home button. And I'm going to go into my photos. I'm just going to double check that it's there. Yep, there it is. All right, so now I'm done for today and I will be ready to go for my next step in the Monster STEAM activity tomorrow. All right, have fun creating your monster and I will see you back tomorrow.